ordinance.
First item, ordinance 2022-1, amended section.
Can I be excused?
Yes.
10.10.010, sub 1 D regarding speed limits. It reads, the town board of the town of East Troy, Walworth County, Wisconsin, does hereby ordain as follows. 1. That section 10.10.010, sub 1 D is amended to add the following speed restriction. This is all in language. The speed limit for all roads within the Troy Hill Estates subdivision shall be 25 miles per hour. To wit, the entirety of Crest Hill Drive, the entirety of Leisure Way, the entirety of Troy Hill Court, the entirety of Leisure Court, the entirety of Troy Hill Lane. All italicized language is new. Any section of this ordinance not modified by italicized language or identified for deletion remains unchanged. This ordinance shall become effective upon its passage and publication as provided by law. So I need a motion to waive the second reading.
I move that we waive the second reading.
I second.
More seconds to waive the second reading. On the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Okay, ordinance approved.
I move we approve ordinance number 2022-1 and ordinance amending section 10.10.0110 sub 1 sub D of the town of East Troy municipal code.
I think you read that wrong.
Yeah.
It's 10.10.010 sub 1 D.
I said 10, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's corrected. Do we have a second?
Second.
Michelle, second. On the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None.
The next item is ordinance 2022-2, amending section 10.15.010 regarding stop signs. It reads, the town board of the town of East Troy, Walworth County, Wisconsin, does hereby ordain as follows. 1, that chapter 10.15.010 is hereby amended and recreated to add the following. 107, at the intersection of Crest Hill Drive and Leisure Way and Leisure Court, all vehicles shall stop before entering upon or crossing the intersection. 108, at the intersection of Crest Hill Drive and Troy Hill Lane, southbound vehicles turning east or westbound onto Troy Hill Lane shall stop before turning. 109, at the intersection of Crest Hill Drive and Troy Hill Court, all vehicles turning onto Crest Hill Drive from Troy Hill Court shall stop before turning. All other portions of the above chapter sections not affected by the above revision shall remain. The ordinance shall become effective upon its passage and publication as provided by law.
I move we waive the second reading of ordinance number 2022-2.
I'll second.
Michelle, second. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I move that we approve ordinance number 2022-2, an ordinance to the town of East Troy Municipal Code amending and recreating chapter 10.15.010 regarding stop signs as presented.
Second.
That was the second.
No,
That was
no,
all right.
I second.
And Barb second. Okay, any further discussion? Okay, and a motion to approve ordinance 2022-2. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None.
The next item, I believe, Joe, this was carryover from last month.
Oh, yes.
Board needs to authorize research on special assessments for private road maintenance.
Yeah, Bob, did you want to speak a little bit to this? I think maybe it would be helpful to kind of refresh everybody on this issue and why it's, you could use some help. We're going to try, but it's really going to come up to what you find.
Bob Rice at W884 Shorewood Drive. I'm actually the one who came to the town board and asked for some assistance. We were notified by the town a few years ago that we needed to do some maintenance on our road. The town is currently providing plowing services and it's put on our taxes for the road. And we're at that point. I've been there since 2004. I believe around 2000, the town Sherwood Drive residents put a new road in, blacktopped it, and then the town assessed them on the taxes. The cost for the road back then, and it was put on the tax roll and spread over a period of a few years. We are in at the point right now where we need to replace our road. We've got some bids on the road, and I actually sent emails and letters to the residents on the road. There's 57 homeowners, and I've got positive response back from 42. I've got no one who said no. There's 2 people who are kind of on the fence, and the rest I haven't heard back from. They're seasonal residents, older people without emails. So we've got a positive response, but what we're asking for is for residents of our road would absorb all the costs, including any administrative costs, to get the road done. We're just asking for the town's assistance in putting it on the tax rolls. We don't have an active association in place where we can force someone or have a collection method in place. So we're just looking to have done what was done in the past.
All right.
So you're not asking us to bid it out,
Not
you're
doing
gonna,
No, yeah, I mean, if that was part of the deal, if you said, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna bid it out, and we're gonna say, you know, this is who's doing it, this is the cost, this is what you're gonna pay if you move forward, yes, we're open to that, but we would bid it out. I think it's Chuck who works with the Water Sewer District. I talked to him and I said, if we're gonna do this road, then that would be the time to scope the pipes, because the blacktop would be taken out in areas, and if there's any maintenance done on the road, it would also save the town some money too, because if there's pipes are leaking that need to be fixed, you're not gonna be responsible for repaving those areas of the road.
We're not responsible for that anyway, the sanitary district is.
For the sanitary district.
Right,
I wanna know if Jim even says that this is okay before, even if
That's
that's
what-
all.
That's why we are authorizing.
right, that's why we're here, and again, I've been researching town road records,
No, we didn't.
and I got like, 60 to 70 years worth that I've looked at, and this has happened many times, but the question is, you know, has the law changed to a point where we can't even do this administrative assistance, okay? I mean, if there is a resolution that states all of that, you know, the cost of, you know, administration and then putting it on there, and then the, you know, the loan and the interest and whatever, fine, but if Jim's research says can't be done, then it's like, we tried.
I understand. I'm just looking for the assistance that we received in the past that.
Right, right, but a lot, so you understand, a lot could have changed where,
Sure.
you know, because just carte blanche as far as saying, you know, a direct question and an answer, can the town expend public funds on private road? No, we can't.
I'm not asking for any
Correct.
funds to be expended by
Right,
the town.
but the resolution states all of that, and there's no question by anybody that, you know, all the costs are being absorbed by the people that, you know, live on the road. I think it's okay, but it's not for me to determine, that's why we're authorizing Jim to do that.
I appreciate the board's consideration.
Okay?
I
All right.
move we authorize Attorney Mills to research the special assessment charges for private road maintenance.
Okay, do we have a second?
second,
Michelle, second, discussion, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 0.
Sorry, the last one, authorize, I don't know who put this on, authorize the attorney to research town liability for UTV usage on town roads.
That was Joe.
I wanna make sure that whenever we get to the next step, we have the input from the chief, we have the input from you, we have now the input from, you know, the public on how this started. We also know, you know, how many people signed, 118 people signed that, you know? So, again, in order for Jim to spend some time on this, we have to authorize him to do that, so we need a motion.
I move we authorize Attorney Mills to research any town liability, in the event that ATV and UTVs are allowed on town roads.
Second.
Barb, second, discussion, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Okay, this is the second public comments. Is everybody public comment out? Anybody public comments, last 3 minutes? Okay, licenses and special events.
I have one operator's license for, Will Hager. It's for Lakeville Yacht Club. His background check is clean, and he provided a certificate, and he paid his $30 fee.
I move we approve the operator's permit for William Hager at the Lakeville Yacht Club.
I'll second.
All right, we have motion and a second. Discussion, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
I,
Aye, opposed? None. Special intending meetings,
February 20th, next Monday at 6:30 is the communication committee meeting. March 2nd and 16th, planning commission. March 14th is the regular town board meeting. I have a comment about that again. March 16th is the next Booth Lake Memorial meeting for the park board. March 22nd through April 1st is all day, our regular hours, in-person absentee. March 29th at 9 o'clock is the public test of the voting equipment. At next month's meeting on March 14th, we added one item to the annual meeting agenda, but if anybody has anything else that you want me to put on that, it's not a hard deadline on the 14th, because I have to, have it to the paper on the 28th, but I just want people to think about it, what needs to go on that annual meeting agenda.
And March 17th is our Tri-Troy meeting.
6 P.M. at Village Hall. John Kim is running that one.
March 17th.
March 17th, yes. ICC, nobody, like I said, WTA, everybody's invited to that.
What was that?
24th of March, 7 P.M. at the Government Center, that's on the square in Elkhorn. It will be in the council board room.
March 24th,
March 24th,
At 6:30?
7 P.M.
7 PM, room, what?
The county board room. We're gonna take over the whole room, the middle, the top, and the bottom. So, we're gonna decide the future of,
Yeah, what is this one?
this is the Walworth County unit of the town association. It's meeting you into. Is anybody else there from the town?
No, but I was gonna say, it was excellent. There was so much information. That next meeting of the Tri-County
Mhm.
is not until June 23rd.
Right, 3 a year.
So
There'll be 3 a
I
year.
really like that.
it was amazing, yeah. All the information on
There-
ARPA and
Yeah.
Their training,
Towns
the
Association.
Wisconsin Towns Association is training is some of the best I've ever had, because it's specific to towns and
Right.
real
right.
into the nitty gritty.
I mean, like he went through, there's local road improvement grants, there's bridge funding, there's highway funding, he's like went through all of this money that's available. You know, he talked about the emergency service district reimbursements and the ARPA funds and.
Yeah, in the past I've gone, I have it done.
We have our,
I couldn't-
our town association went training for our border review.
Yeah,
That meeting got canceled because of COVID.
did it?
Yeah, because they didn't have any workers. So they rescheduled it, and, we all need to be certified now. I think everybody's is due. You got that date on that one? Is that like
We did
April?
it last year. I think you were the only one that didn't do it, right?
No, mine was still
I
current.
did it online.
But do we have, you
I
have?
don't have that date yet.
You know what, I got it, everybody got it. But we have to sign up for that, it's like, what, $35 a head or something? It's in all there, it's in Whitewater at the Brew House. And it's got, legislative updates, it's got some training on budgeting, and it's got the 2-hour certification for board review. So, but I do believe the law.
But the board review is every
Is that
other
something
year.
that you're getting out of
No, I think that's what you
We have board review every year, training is good for 2 years, right?
Yeah, so if we did the online training last year.
I'm not sure, that will have to be checked.
Yeah, that might have been something that changed with new law changes, I'd have to look into that, but, yeah.
But this
Is this stuff, are these, seminars and workshops, or whatever you're speaking of, that's in our WTA, magazine
Yes.
that we get?
Yes. So that date will be in there. You'll notice it's rescheduled from, it was supposed to be in February, end of this next week, I think. But they did, the restaurant didn't have staff to even have the event.
Oh.
And they canceled statewide, I think, 6 of them. So they moved them, I mean, it's not eliminated. So, but I have that with me here. It's in that book. We all get the book.
Yep.
So, Okay, that's it for meetings, right?
Oh, boy, oh, and Jim's birthday is this Sunday, the 27th. I don't wanna get in trouble.
Thank you, Ken.
Happy birthday.
That was the Battle of Java Sea in 1942.
How old's Jim
How
gonna
old
be?
are you?
He wasn't born in 1942.
So this is the dam of it. Jim's birthday. Toilet paper in front of his house.
Waxes windows, not soap. Waxes back.
Good, you'll scare the deer away from me.
Yeah, they like all your flowers. Okay, we are done here. We're gonna review bills for payment. You're welcome to watch us sign bills. But, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All right.
I sat at the table with the first
Almost 2
chairperson
hours.
for the Tri-County.
We made it, John. 2-hour meeting.
What?
Who's coming to work? The plan is to keep.
Exactly.
We don't wanna end up with Joe, Jim.
That's bad.
Well,